All right, Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Back with another video, another lesson. All right, Lord, this lesson is edifying to you, brothers. All right, and a few sincere sisters that's out there listening and learning. The title of this one's gonna be called Brothers. All right, we must watch the women we deal with, their ages too. All right, and this was on my spirit, to bring out, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. I was just thinking that, because we know that in this ministry we're gonna have agents among us. Guys who are gonna come in. They're gonna have different motives. They're set up by Esau. All right, they report back to him. On what's being, being done. Some are in for vainglory. Others, they've been paid off by him, and we know that, it happened in the time of Yahweh Shai, the apostles, you had certain men come in, all right, to spy out their liberty, but this also can go for women as well, and in my personal opinion, I'm just speaking as a man that I believe that, the women could be worse, because women, they they could be they come with that subtlety, they could be seductive, and they're more easier to use, if you were to put it in those terms. Not speaking of, even some, women who are in the truth, Esau could use them to come get it, this, I believe is going to happen soon. Is going to get to the point where, the devil, Esau is going to start sending up women, to claim to be in the truth, to call themselves Israelites, to entice, certain brothers. Now there are brothers out there, it's a brother I know in this camp, Baltimore camp. He don't deal with women, and that's something I try to strive for, to not deal with these women out here, man, because they could be a snare, they could be a snare to you, all right. And not dealing with them, you won't be taken so easily, because that's a lot of brothers' weakness is a woman, because we're men, we love women, we deal with women, but sometimes you gotta put them off for a little bit, because they could be a distraction, so I believe, in my personal opinion, that it's going to soon the devil Esau, he may send up women to certain brothers, maybe not the camp, but in your personal life. You may be at somewhere, she may come up to you, she may find you, look, you may be out somewhere, she come up to you, try to get with you, or they may send them to a camp, maybe brothers may be leaving, sister or two may come up, try to get with brothers, so you got to watch that, man. 'Cause like I said, women are they're the weaker vessel. Let's get First Peter. All right, this is First Peter 3:7. All right, it's dealing with husbands loving the wife because they're the weaker vessel, right? Salakia. It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. You see, so women are called in the scriptures the weaker vessel. All right, they're weaker spiritually, they're weaker mentally and physically. They're not as strong. They don't have they're not as strong as men are. We have a stronger mentality. We're stronger spiritually because we're not easy to get to, and physically. Satan, that's how Eve was taken by the serpent in the garden, because she was, they're weak, they're the weaker vessel. So that, these spirits and even Esau can get to them easily. They can come to her, give her some money. She may be, low, right? Meaning like she may be, certain women are poor out here, man. They don't have any money. They have nobody supporting them. They're by themselves. They have kids. So Esau could use that as an advantage. Hey, we may give you this money, but hey, go try to entice this guy. He's an Israelite. Try to go entice him and set him up. That's what they do in the world. niggas in the streets, that's a whole different thing. But Esau could go to a woman who's in the truth, you know, a woman in the truth who says she's an Israelite. She may be following, but hey, Esau could come to her, give her, try to get her with a little money. And some women could fall for that. Because like I said, they're broke. They don't have any support. They don't have a support system. They have children, So a little money, hey, they could use that to uplift themselves, pay off some bills, pay off some debt, right? Because a lot of women, they go to college, you know. So yeah, it could be a snare to certain brothers, man. She could look good, She may be some brothers like thick women. I myself like thick women. Nice ass. Perky breasts. A nice face card, good nice lips. Certain brothers got different tastes in women. Dark skin, light skin, whatever. But Esau could use that and set them up, to trap brothers, So, we gotta be careful of the women we deal with, man. Let's get Judges. All right, this is Judges 16. Matter of fact, let's get Judges 14. Because it's happened to Samson, right? It's Judges 14. And I'm going to put it in NLT. All right, the title was Samson's Riddle. It says, Samson said to them, let me tell you a riddle. If you solve my riddle during these 7 days of the celebration, I will give you 30 fine linen robes and 30 sets of festive clothing. But if you can't solve it, then you must give me 30 fine linen robes and 30 sets of festive clothing. All right, they agreed. Let's hear your riddle. So he said, out of the one who eats came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. 3 days later, they were still trying to figure it out. On the 4th day, they said to Samson's wife, right? These men went to Samson's wife. Entice your husband to explain the riddle for us, or we will burn down your father's house with you in it. Did you invite us to this party just to make us poor? So they went to Samson's wife and told him, hey, entice your husband. We're going to do this to your family. And they could do that to certain women, man. You may be a woman could be married to a man of the Lord who out there on the highways and hedges preaching the word, and they could Esau could go to her, maybe catch her out somewhere. Like, hey, you with such and such, you with this, he called himself a Hebrew Israelite. You with this guy, do this and that, or we gonna do this to your family. Because that's the times are coming when that's gonna happen. They may try to use your family against you, right? Do this to your husband, or we're gonna take your kids away. So it says, verse 16. So Samson's wife came to him in tears and said, you don't love me. You hate me. You have given my people a riddle, but you haven't told me the answer. I haven't even given the answer to my father or mother, he replied. So why should I tell you? You see that? And then you could read the rest of the story. I'll finish it out. Maybe I'll finish it out. It says, so before sunset of the 7th day, the men of the town came to Samson with their answer. What is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion? Samson replied, if you hadn't plowed with my heifer, you wouldn't have solved my riddle. Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him. He went down to the town of Ashkelon, killed 30 men, took their belongings, and gave their clothing to the men who had solved this riddle. But Samson was furious about what had happened, and he went back home to live with his father and mother. So his wife was given in marriage to the man who had been Samson's best man at the wedding. You see, so they came to Samson's wife, to entice him. You get that word entice. All right. Entice is patha. Yeah, patha. To be spacious, to be open, wide, to be wide. No, to be simple, entice, deceive, persuade. All right, be enticed, be deceived. Seduce. Let's look it up. See if we can get another word. Entice. It says attract or attempt by offering pleasure or advantage. You see, and women can come up and they offer you something. Let's go to 16. All right. This is dealing with Delilah. I'll jump straight to the point. It says, Judges 16:14. And it came to pass afterward that he loved the woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. Delilah was a heathen woman. She came from the Philistines. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her, and said unto her, Entice him, and see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we must prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him. And we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. So they want to pay her off. All right, let's read it at NLT. It says, Sometime later, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah, who lived in the valley of Sorek. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, Entice Samson to tell you what makes him so strong. And Samson was from the tribe of Dan. All right, he was an Israelite. Now, we don't know where the tribe of Dan is today, but we believe through the Spirit that they're scattered among the other tribes. But that's, we'll find that out in the kingdom. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, Entice Samson to tell you what makes him so strong and how he can be overpowered and tied up securely. Then each of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver. You see that? So they paid her off, man. That can be the same way for, women in the truth. You women out there, this is an important message for you too. Because you can be used as a trap to your husband or to a man of the Lord. Especially women of course, women in the world, but a woman who believes in this truth, who calls herself a Hebrew Israelite, you can be used, man. So you got to be, be on your guard as well, man. Let's get this last one. All right. Ecclesiastes 7:25. I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even the foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. See, so a lot of men out here have been taken by the woman. A wicked woman is giving portion to a wicked man. But in this sense, you can apply it to these women out here. Their hearts. It says their hearts are snares and nets, and her hands as bands. A woman is a distraction. She's a snare. She's a trap to a certain men. So a lot of these women can be used in these latter days as agents. To throw off men of the Lord. To get them to do certain things. So I just want to bring it out through the Spirit. Yahweh Shem Shana, and hopefully you brothers and you sisters as well. We're edified because we're coming to those times where this devil's about to bring out all types of, types of evil. He's about to use everything he can to take down, the men of Yahweh Shem Shana, the prophets, the apostles, the teachers. And a lot of women are going to be used. I believe, not just men, because men, they're already among us, but the women, you're going to be used too. You see, so Lord's we was edified. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and citations to the hopeful elect. And, pray out there, brothers, that you don't get taken by, these women, man. The Lord keeps you protected, as well as myself. Pray to the Lord, and, be careful who you deal with, man. All right. This goes to myself as well. We must be careful of who we, bring around and who we deal with, dealing with these women. So Lord's we is edified. To next video, I'm going to say, Shalom.